Good afternoon. My name is Miss Santiago, and I am teaching third grade level. And the lesson title today is going to be What's the Matter? Our unit's going to go over matter and energy. And our learning objective today is going to be that the students will demonstrate what they know about matter, explain measurable physical properties, and their properties which determine how matter is classified, changed, and used. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight into the lesson, guys. What I'm gonna have you do is go ahead and take out your Chromebooks. You guys should already have those. We used them this morning. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and open them up, and I want you guys to look at the whiteboard, and I want you to pull up the website that I have listed there. The website's called menti.com. When everybody has got to menti.com, I want everybody to sit silently and put their thumbs up. Awesome. So it looks like everybody has the website pulled up. So you're going to go ahead and input the password that I have on the whiteboard as well. This will take you into the question that I have up there. And basically what I want you guys to do is I want you to think about all of the things that you know in regards to the physical changes when it comes to water, physical properties, um, about what you know. I don't want you guys to put words in here. What I want you to do is I want you to use a numeric number, 1 through 10 or 1 through 9. Once you post that, you're going to press enter. This is going to give me and the rest of the class a general idea of how many things we all know about these physical properties of water. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys input your answer, and you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and start doing that. Oh, great. I already see some of y'all putting your numbers in. Awesome. Awesome. Good job. All right. It looks like we have all 24 submissions. Good job, guys. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to play a song for you guys. The song is called Matter, Matter. And what I want you guys to do is listen to the song. Listen to the lyrics. Look at some of the pictures. Take in some of the things that you guys are seeing within the video. Um, if, of course, the song gets a little catchy for you, I want you guys to listen to the lyrics, but also pick up some of the song, the chorus, or whatever, stands out to you guys the most. The song is really catchy. So I'm pretty sure after a while you guys are probably going to be singing the same verses. But that's fine. That's kind of what I want you guys to do. Because sometimes when we hear songs, those things kind of stick with us a little bit more. So let's go ahead and listen to the song. And then we're going to think and share after that, okay? Awesome. That was an awesome song. I heard some of y'all singing along. You guys are so cute. Now, what I want you to do is think of some things that you may have heard in the song, and I want you to keep those things in mind. So, store them in the back of your head because we're going to use those in just a little bit, okay? Now, basically, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the properties of water. So, basically, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to get in to groups of two. So go ahead and just turn to your partner, or you can turn to the person behind you. Let's not make this an all day thing, guys. Let's go ahead and get in our groups of twos. And we're going to do something just to kind of demonstrate some of these physical water properties of water. So I'm going to go ahead and hand out a baggie to each of the groups. So there should be a total of 12 groups. I only have 24 of you guys. So I'm going to give each one of you a baggie. Once I give you the baggie, I don't want you to do anything with it just yet, guys. We're going to do everything together so that we don't get off task, okay? At this point, I'm going to go ahead and distribute the baggies to each of the groups. The baggies will be provided by myself. Once the group has the baggies, we continue from there. Awesome. So one person out of the two should have the baggie in their hand. What I want you to do is open the baggie up. When you open the bag, I want you to breathe into the bag. And I want you to close it. Who has an idea of what we just demonstrated with this baggie and with you breathing inside the bag? Can anybody raise their hand? Better yet, keep that thought. Now what I want you to do is I want you to give that baggie, whoever has the baggie, I want you to give that baggie to your partner. Now, partner, I don't want you to open the baggie just yet. I'm going to get a bottle of water, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to pour 3 capfuls of water into the baggie. Once I've done that, you're going to close the bag again, and we're going to look at what we have here. Okay? Now that we've demonstrated 2 of those physical properties of water, what I want you guys to do now is think of some things, whether it be in this room, whether it be at home, maybe on the playground, that you guys would consider as a solid, okay? While you guys are doing that, I also want you guys to think about some other forms of liquid. I know that I only poured water into your bag, but what are some other forms of liquid? Can anybody share some of those ideas? Awesome. Yeah, orange juice. That's a good one. That's good. Yes, absolutely. Apple juice. Okay, great. Good, good, good. All right. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to have you do is I don't want you guys to sit down just yet. But let's go ahead and put all the baggies in the sink, please. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in the sink, leave them there, and I will discard the water, please. Just leave the baggies in the sink, and everybody have a seat. Now, once you have all sat down, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna post up here on the whiteboard a 2x2 chart. This is called an idea chart. So basically you're gonna have 4 squares, 2 on top of the other. And basically what we're gonna do is we're going to share some of those ideas that we have in our mind, whether it be from the song, whether it be from some of the demonstrations that we've done. And now the chart that I have up here, on the first top left box, it's gonna say reminds me of. So it can be anything, guys. Use your little thinker brains. On the right side of that box, you're gonna see one that says I wonder, and then one that says I think, and then there's gonna be one that says I know. What I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna go ahead and hand out a sticky note, and each person's gonna get a sticky note. Okay, you guys are gonna write some of these things down. If you need more than one, whether you want to write something on the remind me and you want to write something on the I know, let me know. I'll give you guys another one. That's not a problem. I have a whole bunch of these things. But what I want you to do, and guys, let's be respectful of each other. No running, no pushing. Take your time, write some things down. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, and I want you to come to the whiteboard, and I want you to put those sticky notes where they belong. Now, as you guys are putting these sticky notes up, pay attention to what some of the things other people are writing. See if there's some things that maybe match or mirror some of the things that you either know or want to know or maybe even wonder about. Maybe we share some of the same ideas. Who knows? We probably do. And I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that. Awesome. Good job, guys. Some of these are awesome. I wonder that too. I've always thought about that. Good job. Good job, guys. And we will go over this. So I want you to kind of keep some of these ideas in your head, and of course, if you have something up there that might stick out to you and you don't want to forget, write it down on your own little notepad there at your desk, and we'll come back to that. So I do, of course, want to address some things in regards to properties of water as far as questions, just to kind of get your brains thinking. Let's see what we can try to figure out as a classroom before we go any further into detail. Why is it important that we learn about matter? Anybody? Now, if I wanted a glass of water, but I only had ice in my cup, who could explain what the process of this transformation would be? What would I be going from? What is ice? Anybody? Awesome. Good job. Good job. Now that we've asked some questions and kind of saw what we wanted to know and wondered, any of these ideas that we had up here, would anybody like to share their thoughts about what they have heard or seen thus far in regards to the demonstrations we've had, listening to the song Matter Matter? I know you guys like that. I heard you guys singing it. Anything, if anybody would like to share any of those thoughts, who would like to go first? Of course, we'd go over this as a class. They would share their thoughts, maybe 2 minutes at the most, and then we'd continue. I loved all your thoughts and ideas you guys shared. We would definitely be addressing most of them. Thank you all. Thank you all for sharing. Now what we're gonna do is I want everybody to take out their books, their science books. Let's go ahead and take out our science books. Since we're talking about physical properties of water, I want you guys to turn to chapter 10. Within this chapter, we're gonna be reading a little bit more into what some of these physical properties of water look like. You guys will see some definitions and vocabulary words that you've probably heard, probably haven't heard, but we will kind of go over some of those terms. Maybe some of these terms you've already heard. Keep them in your personal vocabulary dictionary. You guys can use these for testing or maybe to enhance some of your reading and things of that sort. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to do some silent reading. Now, silent meaning, you guys do this already in your library when you're reading through Lightsail. So I want you guys to read to yourself. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to read on this chapter. You guys will not read through everything. I definitely understand that. Okay, there's a lot of information, but what I want you to do is pay attention to some of the things that you're reading and get an idea of some of the concepts and the transformations and how some of these things happen pertaining to water, when it comes to a gas, when it goes from a solid to a liquid, and how to get a liquid into a solid form, things of that sort. If you want, you guys are more than welcome to write some of those things down as well. This is time for you guys to just read to yourself, and then we'll go from there. The class will, of course, have 15 minutes to read. I do know that they won't read the entire chapter. I will be walking around the class just to make sure that we're kind of all on the same page in regards to reading and things of that sort. After the time has passed, I will have everybody go ahead and close their textbooks. And now what I want you to do is we're going to do what we call pair and share. So I want you guys to turn to the person to your left. Yes, everybody has somebody to their left. Once you turn to your partner, what I want you to do is I want you guys to discuss with everything that we've taken in today, with your reading, with the song, with our demonstrations, with some of our sharing of ideas, some of the things that we possibly already know, and things of that sort. What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to share something new, something that you didn't know. You're not going to be able to share everything because maybe some of you picked up maybe some 5, 10 other things. I just want you guys to share 2 to 3 things, and hopefully something that you guys read about as well. I will give the class about 5 minutes to do so. And again, I'll be walking around the classroom. This is my time to kind of get in some of their ideas, um, get in their head, maybe even pose a question here and there just to kind of see where their critical thinking is. Let's go ahead and put our books away. And now what I want to do is with the projector, I want to show you guys, even though we demonstrated a few things kind of quickly earlier, I want to show you guys some pictures of what I found on the internet of what some of these physical properties of water look like. I did find these online, guys. Some of y'all probably knew they were solids, don't know they're solids. Some of you guys might have questions. But just let's go ahead and look at these pictures together, and then we'll share some of those thoughts. So I'll go ahead and go over some of the pictures that I have found and searched on the internet. This will go over what a liquid is, solid, gas. We'll talk about boiling point of water and things of that sort. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do an activity in the classroom. The activity itself is going to be about 10 minutes. It's going to be a scavenger hunt. Now I want each of you to take out your own piece of paper. Once you have your paper out, I want you guys to fold it in half. You can either fold it in half this way, which is your hot dog style, or you can fold it in half this way, which is your hamburger style. You're actually going to fold it in 3, so it's going to either fold 1, 2, 3, or the other way. However you guys would like to do it. Now you're going to label each one of these sections with the topics that I have up here. And the first one's going to be solid, next one's going to be liquid, and the last one's going to be gas. Now you guys are going to be doing this individually, so our classroom is not that big, guys. So again, be respectful of each other, no running. I know you guys want to race. It's not a race. There's no prizes. It's just to kind of see where your thinking is at and get a general idea of whether or not we've pretty much absorbed some of the information that we've took in today. Some of the things that you're going to be looking for are going to be these things that we've labeled on our paper. And what I want you to do is go around the classroom and find some of the matters of water we discussed today. Again, please listen, don't run, and be respectful of others' space. Now, I don't want you guys to pick up the items or bring them to me. If you have questions, write them down. Don't copy each other, guys. I want to see what each of you guys know, so sharing is not going to help me, okay? So no copying. Everyone will have their own page. You guys will turn it in, and when you have located all you can, what I want you to do is go back to your seats and remain quiet. If you have to take out a book and read to yourself, your library books, please feel free to do so. Just remain quiet for the rest of them still walking around. I'll come by, I'll pick up your papers, and then we'll come together for a quick whole group discussion with some leading questions that I already have, okay? So as a group, everybody go ahead and stand up. And the scavenger is about to start. I will give the class some time to, of course, go around the classroom and view some of these things, find some of these objects. These are not objects that I've already added that I added into my classroom for them to find. Some of these things I already had. So we have, of course, the fountain and the faucet in there. We have the toilet. We have, we have all of these things already in there. So kids eat their lunches in here, so they have their apple juices. They have those things already in the classroom. There's a whole bunch of solids everywhere, and the gases is kind of what I want to see what they think of in that sense. Some questions that would be posed, of course, after the scavenger hunt, once the class comes together. I would ask some questions like, what all did we find? Maybe this student didn't find what this student found, and maybe this student didn't think what they found was a solid, liquid, or a gas, or maybe one, if not the other. What state of matter did you observe most often? And what state of matter did you find the least? So those would be some questions. Of course, going through this lesson, they will, of course, see some of the academic vocabulary and some of the content vocabulary listed within the lesson plan. Again, some of the terms we've probably already used throughout the lesson itself. And then, of course, some would be posed through some questions that they have, maybe from the reading or the song or anything that we've already gone through already. All right, so now that the scavenger hunt is over, I have everybody's paper. Of course, we're going to go ahead and have the group discussion. We ask the questions, kind of go from there, get the answers from the students, and just kind of elaborate on some of those details that they provide. Now, activities, guys, what I want you to do is for the next couple of days, I want you guys to go home and help your family members cook. Do things that you probably don't normally do on a daily basis. Again, when it comes to cooking, when it comes to watering the grass or anything like that. Basically, what I'm asking you to look for is water that's boiling on the stove, being able to see the evaporation process. I know you guys have ice trays. What I want you to do, if not, you can always put ice into a glass that you can actually put into the freezer so that it doesn't break. But you put water in it and leave it for about 3 to 4 hours. And tell me what you guys observe from that. You'll have the opportunity to visually see how fast some of these physical changes of waters happen. And then, of course, add water. Add vinegar or add salt. Add a little teaspoon of oil to your water. These are some different physical properties that or chemical properties of water that you can also learn